Hello, Chuck and friends. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Right? Yeah. I think so. Whew, we are inking tonight. Are y'all with me? I'm hoping you're all with me. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday night. Oops, you're all crooked. Happy Wednesday night inking. We're not chalking tonight. We're inking. Just for, a little variety. Something a little different to do. I kind of showed you all my upcoming projects last night, so we might as well do one of them tonight. And I need a new, I really need a new sweatshirt. Just because, quite frankly, it's cold in Wisconsin. And I'm kind of getting tired of it. I'm ready for sunshine in at least 60s, right? But it is rainy and it is wet. At least if I have to stay home, the sun could shine, right? Oops. Am I talking to myself? No. Okay. Anyway, hello, everybody. I am making Maria. I am a Chalk Couture independent designer. Best job in the whole wide world. And if you have thought at all about joining, this is the month to do it. And it's about to be over. Tomorrow is the last day. And I did post that in the group earlier today. The triple treat, which are the 3 extra kind of promotions that they're doing for the month of April, which they've never done anything like this in my almost 2 years with the company. So I don't really expect that there will be something in May. So I don't know that you want to wait thinking, oh, it's going to be better in May, because I don't think that's going to be the case. I could be wrong, but they've never done a promotion at all before for joining. So currently, there's 3 extra things that you get for joining and becoming a designer. Not only do you get the amazing starter kit, which has normally $240 worth of stuff in it, and it's got $270 worth of stuff in it this time because it's got 2 extra things in it. Plus, you get the opportunity to earn the $99 back, so they'll pay you back for the kit. That's the second one, and the third one is if you go to ChalkCon, which is the most fun in the whole wide world. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to go. I cannot wait to go. ChalkCon is our form of a convention where everybody comes from all over, and it's all different levels of chalkers, and we have just an amazing 2 days together that you get $150 worth of product at that event. Oh, yes, Linda. And it is windy as well in Wisconsin. So if you've thought about joining at all, this is the time to do it, and you want to do it before the end of the day tomorrow. And it's mountain time, so it's really like 2 o'clock in the morning our time. So just so you know. Not that anybody should be up at 2 o'clock in the morning and signing up for a starter kit. But if for some reason you happen to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning, it might be 1 o'clock. It's mountain time. I don't know what the time difference is compared to here. But I'm going to stop here quickly and say hello to everybody. Hello, Christine and Nicole from Nevada. Christine's in Michigan. Nicole's from Nevada. Linda is here. She's local. Cheryl is here. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Kathy K. She's local. Linda Squared. We were talking about you today, Linda Squared. We're talking about cows. Darlene. Hello, Miss Darlene. I don't remember where you are, Darlene. One of these days I'll remember where you are. Maddie is here. Hello, Maddie. And, ooh, Miss Desiree. Hello, Miss Desiree. I miss seeing you, Miss Desiree. Oh my gosh. We're inking a really super cute t-shirt tonight. Isn't this adorable? This is adorable. And we're going to get creative with it with a couple different colors. And we're going to put it on this super fun, there's a name for this, where there are 2 colors like this. Baseball? I don't know. There's some name for this. And I said this yesterday when I showed it to you yesterday, but I don't remember what the name of this kind of t-shirt is. But there's a name. It's fancy. I'm sure you all know, but I don't know. And I buy Darlene's in Washington. Thank you, Darlene. And you think I'd remember that. I've been mailing a ton of stuff to Washington lately. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. So this t-shirt is from Target. I buy my Targets in wool. Thank you, Miss Maddie. I'm in desperate need of a haircut, Miss Maddie. In fact, I'm almost to the point I don't want to hit the live button. I have missed 3 haircuts. I'm not used to having hair this long. And it's not even really that long, but thank you. I'm digressing. Anyway, I buy my t-shirts in the men's department because it's just one of those little pet peeves of mine that men's clothing is less expensive than women's clothing. And really, you can find this in any women's department for like $3 to $5 more. It just drives me crazy. So I buy my t-shirts and my sweatshirts in the men's department. that's my preaching for the moment. And I have to totally stop and back up because I haven't even done my usual spiel. So I am making Maria. Oh, I started that. That's how I got off on my tangent about the whole, it's time to join if you're going to join. So I am a Chalk Couture independent designer. It's an amazing company. Absolutely, positively amazing because you get the opportunity to create beautiful things that you can do all kinds of different things with. You can create them and sell them. You can create them and give them as gifts. You can create them and adorn your house with them. You can teach workshops. You can do virtual things. Just the possibilities are endless on what you can do with being a designer as well as a customer. Because you can have just as much fun with this product as a customer. So it's a great product. We make adhesive silk screen transfers that are reusable. You can use them over and over and over again to create beautiful things on all kinds of different mediums. Tonight we're inking, so we're going to make it permanent. We're going to heat set this by ironing it, and then I can wash it. You can make chalkboards, wood, glass, ceramics, galvanized metal. The list is on and on. Pretty much, if it's flat enough so there's not super textured, you can chalk it or ink it, either one. And that is what I love about this, because you can do it on paper. You can do it on pretty much any crafting material. I've seen people do ribbon. I mean, it's just mind-boggling, really, how many different things that you can do with this tonight. So, this is my t-shirt. We're going to ink it. The difference between ink and chalk, and I do use the terms interchangeably, so just know that when I say chalk tonight, I really mean ink, because we're inking, but we normally chalk. I don't use ink as often. Oh, Miss Virginia, I have been worried about you. So glad to see you here tonight. I haven't seen you in a couple days, Virg. Just wanted to make sure you're okay. I worry about all of you all the time. Anyway, I'm digressing. So the difference between ink and chalk is removable if you choose to. It doesn't remove easily, but you can remove it if you choose to, and ink is permanent, so you can wash it. So any fabric, a pillow, well, we have one customer who's about to do a jean jacket, ceramics, stainless steel coffee mugs, all those, portable water bottles, all that stuff that everybody's taking all over. Anything that you can apply heat to, you can heat set, and therefore you can wash it. So it can go in the dishwasher, it can go in the washing machine. So it gives you a complete expansion of everything that you can create with. So it really gives you double bang for your buck, is how I like to view it. So I'm going to take my t-shirt and I'm going to put this funny looking thing inside of it. This is an adhesive sheet called an ink mat, and it's sticky. So it's going to hold my fabric in place. It's also going to prevent my ink from bleeding through to the other side. One thing I don't like about this t-shirt is it's not very thick. And y'all know me. It'll be August before I wear this t-shirt. At this rate. It's definitely not getting warm in Wisconsin. Okay, so I put my ink mat in it. And now I'm going to basically stick my fabric to the stickiness of the ink mat. So it holds my fabric in place and it prevents my ink from bleeding through onto the other side of the t-shirt. It's a very nice tool to have. You do not have to have an ink mat in order to ink, but it is one of those things that just makes it a little bit nicer and a little bit easier. So I'm smoothing out my fabric and getting it all stuck down, and we're going to use this very fun transfer. Wife, mom, boss with a crown, because I need a crown, right? To hide this haircut. Yeah, hello, I need a crown. And we're going to do it in a bunch of different colors. Because what the heck, right? Go big or go home. So we're going to do our crown in copper shimmer. So they do make the shimmers in inks, so you can have that little sheen to it. And then we're going to do ocean mist, which I think will be super pretty. Hopefully we'll be able to see it on the shirt. We're going to use storm, and we're going to use white. So basically we're going to do each word in a different color, and then we're going to do our cute little crown in copper shimmer. So this is what an adhesive silkscreen transfer looks like. When you get it, it has a little tab. You open it up by the tab and you pull out your transfer. Like so. Put this aside. You're going to put your transfer back in it when you're all done. You're going to flip over your transfer and you're going to write on the back of it. And the first one is wife, right? Because first you're a wife, then you're a mom, and you're always the boss. Yeah. That's how I feel. I'm sure my husband does not feel the same. In fact, I can guarantee you my husband does not feel the same. Men. All right, so I'm going to pull my transfer very carefully off of my backer sheet. Now this is sticky. You gotta be careful with it. It's like a sticker. Super sticky though, like uber sticky. So you don't want it to touch itself or it's going to stick to itself. So you pull your backer sheet off, set it aside, because when we're all done, we're going to wash off our transfer and we're going to place it back on there. And that's how we're going to store it. So I'm going to stick my transfer down. And what I'm doing is I'm just running my finger along all of the silk screen and the sticky part, which is the teal part. The teal part is sticky. And the clear part where you can see the color of the t-shirt is silk screen. So I'm just running my hand along it to get out any air, so I have no air bubbles, and to seal it. Now what I should have done first was make sure I'm straight. Because it's at an angle, so it's really hard for me to tell. But if I look at you, I look pretty straight, right? I look straight. So I want boss, just for fun. I want that to be the color that pops off of my t-shirt. So we're going to do that in white, because that will be the most bold color. So I think we're going to kind of go Ocean Mist, which is a beautiful color, Storm, which is a very nice gray, and white. Those are the colors, and then we're going to do our cute little crown in Copper Shimmer. So I open up my inks, and I'm very careful with my inks. I want to know at all times, where are my caps, where are my lids, where's my squeegees, and where are my containers? Because this is ink. It's not going to wash off. If I get it on my surface, oh, jeez. I can't tell you the last time we used Copper Shimmer ink. Oh, look at it, though. Isn't it pretty? It's got this really nice little sheen to it. Okay, so I have all my inks next to me, and every time I touch an ink container, I check my fingers, because I don't want to get ink on my fingers and then move something and then I've got ink where I don't want it, because I will not get it off if that is the case. Okay, so we're going to do Ocean Mist, Storm, White, Copper Shimmer. So how is everybody today? You guys are so quiet tonight. Nobody's like chit-chatting with me. So I take my squeegee, which has a beveled side and a flat side. The beveled side is the front of my squeegee, so that is the side I dip into my ink, and I just fill it up with ink. And now I'm just going to go carefully up and down. And I'm going to cover up my whole, ooh, my crown is right there. No, that's a period. Okay, never mind. I'm going to carefully cover up my silk screen. So inking is a little bit different than chalk. Ink is much smoother than chalk, so it glides right across your silk screen. The crown should be a lot bigger, Linda says, right? Oh, that is so true, Linda. That crown should be like the whole transfer. Because Mama deserves a crown, right? Especially like this Mother's Day. We're going to totally get gypped on Mother's Day, ladies. There's no brunch. There's no having kids over. I don't even know if I'm going to get to see all my kids this year. All right, so I am covering up all of my silk screen with my ink, and I put all my excess back in my container. I make sure I put my container far away. We might not see this color. We might have to go back over this a couple times to darken the color. And now I'm going to do Storm for Mom. This transfer, there's just so many fun things you can do with it. Obviously, a t-shirt is a given, right? Just the word boss could be so much fun, like on like a little wood, like a placard, and put it on your desk at work. I might put it in my kitchen, you know, so everybody understands that I am the boss of my kitchen. You can get out of my kitchen with your opinions about how much I should be seasoning something. I have a son who loves to cook. Oh my gosh, he loves to cook. But he's very creative with his seasonings. And he doesn't really care if it's going to taste good at the end of it. So we've had to have a few conversations, he and I, about, a recipe and maybe thinking about the combinations of things that you put together so that maybe people actually want to eat them. He's actually making dinner tomorrow night. And it's been a big conversation in my house. What's he going to make? What's he going to put in it? Oh my gosh, it is so funny. He gets so creative. He just has a great time. Mother's Day and my 40th birthday are... Oh, Jen. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jen. I just have a friend that just had her 40th birthday, and her husband was just the sweetest. He had everybody send in videos, and then he made like a compilation of all of the videos that everybody sent. It was super sweet. But yeah, it's hard to have a birthday during this. Okay, so now I'm doing my white, just a little more thick. That's okay. You do not add water to ink, and you don't stir ink. Hey, Tammy. Have you ever done ocean mist on a black t-shirt? No. Maddie? In fact, my ocean mist is brand new. I did not own ocean mist until very recently. So this might be... It's open, so I must have used it on something else. But this is like, at most, the second time I've used it. It's just such a gorgeous color. But I'm a huge fan of ocean mist, always have been. I'm hoping it's not too much matchy-matchy with the t-shirt itself here, and we're actually going to see it. But what I found sometimes then is if you dry it and heat set it and then lay the transfer back down and go over it one more time, then sometimes it brightens it. I did that with my, for those of you who know that sweatshirt I wear that has the ice skates on it, I had to do that with the ice skates because they didn't show up. Okay, so now we're going to do our cute little crown. In our copper, ooh, I love, ooh, copper shimmer. Love me the copper shimmer. And I find the copper shimmer ink is more shimmery, that's even a word, than the paste is. Okay, so I'm just cleaning off my squeegee in between. In fact, I'm going to go over this just one more time right away. As long as my transfer is down, right? Why not do it now? And I'm just going to put it on a little more thick. Because what happens with the ink versus chalk is your material absorbs the ink. So sometimes you can do a double layer to give, to brighten it if it's not showing up as much as you're wanting it to, because you can actually see it through the silk screen. So like especially if you're uneven, if you got ink, more ink in one spot than in another, you can see it. And it doesn't dry like, it dries, but it doesn't dry as quickly as chalk does, so you don't have to have that same pressure of, oh my gosh, I need to lift up my transfer. Yeah, that pressure doesn't exist with ink. Okay, ready? Checking my fingers. And then I am, ooh, you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it. It looks good. Score! Mama got a new shirt. Oh my gosh. All right, so I put my transfer right in my water bath that's right next to me. Oh, love this. Oh my gosh. Now, you guys can't, the color variation is there, but like in person, it's really there. So what I'm going to do now, before I do anything, is I cover up my inks. Because again, I don't want to move anything around. This is adorable. Score! Oh my goodness. I love the crown. I am wearing this bad boy loud and proud on Mother's Day. So we usually move mulch on Mother's Day. It's been this point of contention for me ever since we got married. Every year, for some reason, that's the weekend that mulch gets delivered. And then all weekend, my kids are outside moving mulch. Well, this year, the mulch has already been delivered and is 3/4 of the way put down. So he was teasing me and he said to me, sure, this is the year that we could actually do something for Mother's Day because we did the mulch early enough and everything is closed. And I'm like, you planned it this way, didn't you? He didn't. I give him too much credit. He can't really control COVID. Okay, so I take my ink mat out, and I need to dry the ink so that I can heat set it. Once it's dry, I'm going to iron it. Okay, this is adorable. I'm going to show you how to heat set it. Now what you would do to heat set is you're going to iron it. You're going to iron it for 4 minutes. You're going to put a piece of parchment paper down. And then you're going to iron it for 4 minutes on one side. Then you're going to turn it inside out. And you're going to iron it for 4 minutes on the other side. Now my wipe, because again I did it in 2 layers, it's going to just take me a second to dry it. It doesn't take that much longer than chalk to dry, but it does take a little bit. Because again, the fabric absorbs it. So it's not really like, oh my gosh, it's so much longer to dry. You just want it to be dry before you heat set. I'm going to use what's called a Cricut Easy Press. You do not need this fancy machine to heat set something. You can totally use it, but you don't need it. Okay, so how I check to make sure that my ink is dry is first thing I do is I look at my hands. I have no ink on my hand. And then, because I don't want to smear my ink in case it's not dry. So I go down and up. And when I come up, I have no ink. Ink. I'm not dry. That's how I do it. I'm sure there's more sophisticated ways to do it, but that's the way I do it. And again, my wipe is going to take a little bit longer because I did the double layer. Thank you, Miss Tammy. I do love it too. Oh, and Cheryl, I know, isn't this adorable? And if all of the words don't apply to you, you can totally just use the words of choice, right? Like I think wife, just wife would be cute. You can just do wife boss for like a wedding or a bridal shower or a bachelorette party, even the crown, right? So sometimes you can totally use a transfer differently than it's been designed to be used. You don't have to make it the way it's designed. You can totally. Okay, now my wife is all dry. My little boss is feeling it needs a little more. So your ink is always going to feel tacky to the touch until you heat set it. Once you heat set it, it feels like it's part of the material. Yeah. Thanks, Darlene. I agree. Okay, so we're all dry. Now, I have learned, move your mat before you go to heat set. So I pull out my little, I got it wet because I put my wipe on top of it. It looks like I peed on it, but I didn't. Where'd that come from, Maria? Okay, so I put my t-shirt down. I'm going to put a piece of parchment paper over it. And I am going to heat set it. What you would do is you would iron it for 4 minutes. I'm going to stick my Easy Press on here. I'm going to hold it down for 30 seconds. I will need to move it because it doesn't cover completely. You know, I still have words here so you can see it. I still have words down here. So I'm going to do the top part and then I'm going to move it down and I'm going to do the bottom part. But that's all you do. So you're going to iron it. You're going to iron for 4 minutes. Trust me, 4 minutes is a long time. Put a video on. Put a show on, do something so that you have something to distract you while you're going like this for 4 minutes. Because then you have to flip it over and do it again for 4 minutes on the inside. So it takes a little bit of time. So, but it's totally doable. I've heard some people put them in the dryer to heat set them. I've not done that. And that's not what the company says to do. The company says to iron it for 4 minutes. So I'm just holding it down. I do put, you know, I don't put pressure on it, but I do put a little weight on it. And it counts down for me. It does all the work for me. So I just sit here and talk to you guys. I'm just going to go back up a little more. Don't you love your heat press, Darlene? It's the best thing ever. So a heat press is actually designed, if you're a Cricut user, Ooh, I love it when the steam comes flying up. A heat press is designed for heat transfer vinyl. So you could cut out heat transfer vinyl from your Cricut, and then that's what you use to apply. Which you can also iron on. Okay. So now I'm going to do this side. I don't need my parchment paper on this side. And we just hold it down. So the Cricut Easy Press, I have the old version. It only used to come out in one size. They now come out in multiple sizes. They have this adorable little itty bitty baby thing that's perfect for like baby onesies and hats, because you can ink on a hat and heat set that. So it's literally this big. It's like the size of a paste container, only oval, super tiny. And then they have a slightly bigger one, a 6-inch one, and then they have this one, and then they have a ginormous one. So for if you were going to ink on all kinds of different big things. So they did get, Cricut has really done, always does, an amazing job of reinventing themselves so that you can keep spending money with them. They're very good at that. Is that a blue or gray shirt? Okay, so Tammy, my sleeves are navy blue, and this is a blue-gray, I would say. So I kind of lost my mom once we heat set it. See how that kind of disappeared into my shirt? So, but look at how my shimmer is shimmery. I will lay it back down. I'm gonna wash my transfer. I'm just gonna do this one more time just to make sure. I will lay my transfer back down, and I will go back over it with my gray. And then heat set it again so that my gray becomes brighter. That's why I'm going to do this part again, just to make sure that that bottom layer of gray is really good in heat set, so that I can put an additional layer on and that layer not go anywhere. This is super fun. I'm going to love this shirt. I'm actually going to wear it. I just need it to get a lot warmer. Darlene says, my husband got me the biggest one. Ooh, that's a big one, Darlene. You know, I kind of lucked out when I bought mine. They only had one size, so. Okay, so see again how my mom, the color kind of faded into the color of the shirt. Which, you know, we were worried about because of the colors I was using. Oh. And when you, ooh, it's hot, but when you heat set something, now when I touch it, you can't tell that there's ink on it. It feels like it's part of the fabric. That's how you know it's heat set. So I will lay it back down, and I will do Mom one more time. In one more layer, because you can see a little bit of the unevenness in my ink. So that's how I know if I put another layer down, I should be able to see it. But I won't make you sit here while I wash off my transfer and redo it. But this is our fun little project. So this is also be cute in chalk on a chalkboard. Would be a fun, like, just for Mother's Day even, to put it on a sign in your kitchen and kind of maybe hold it around. Walk around with it. Have a little Mother's Day parade for yourself, right, while you hold your sign. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this is really probably a ink transfer more than it is a chalk transfer. Although it would be really cute at a bridal shower or a baby shower. Wouldn't it be fun to do this? The wife boss is kind of cool. Yeah, I know. Wife boss. Right? So you could totally just do wife boss. And you could move them closer and then do the little crown. Again, totally, you don't have to, you can do this any way you want. That's the beauty of this product, but it is hard to see the mom. So I will fix, oh, love me some ink. So I am making Maria. I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer. Best job in the whole wide world. But again, that special, the triple treat, does end tomorrow. So if you're on the fence at all about joining, this is the only time in my almost 2 years with the company they have ever done a special like this to join the company. So if you've ever been on the fence, this is the time to join. If you can please send me out into the world, it helps me tremendously when you do that. So thank you to everybody who hits that button. I appreciate it greatly. So thank you to everybody who takes that time to do that. If you are not in the Making Maria VIP group, you want to be, because that's where all the fun stuff happens. There's a Make It Monday bundle in there right now. That is our Moms Make Life Beautiful. I do have 2 more of them. It's this transfer on the white palette board. That's a Make It Monday bundle. I do still have 2 of them, so if somebody wants one of these for Mother's Day, it's a beautiful gift that any mother would love to have. But you got to see this, you got to go in the VIP group. So if you're not a member, you can comment add me, or you can simply go in your search bar, type in Making Maria's VIP group, and request to join. And we can get you in there so you can see all of the fun things in there. Club Couture. Oh, that's the other thing that will end tomorrow. If you wanted to join and receive this month's Club Couture transfer, which is this gorgeous vintage typewriter, after tomorrow, this transfer will go away forever. So you won't get an opportunity to purchase it again. But you have to be a club member because it is exclusive to the club. So if you want information about the club, you can comment club. I'd be more than happy to just give you the information. You can figure out if it's something you want to do for yourself or not. And we already talked about if you want to take advantage of the $99 starter kit with its extra great stuff. Let me know. And I'll get you that information as well. There was something else. Oh! The vault is opening, people. I keep forgetting to tell you guys. Remember the retired transfers that they brought back, and they opened up the vault, and it was kind of a mess last time they did it? Well, they have the kinks figured out. But 5 to 8 new transfers, or old transfers that are currently retired, are coming out of the transfer vault, and I believe it's the 1st. They come out on the 1st. Don't quote me on that. I'll check. But the transfer vault is opening. As soon as I get information about what transfers are coming out of the vault, I will let you know. Because like last year, they sold out within hours. It was not days, it was hours. Now then they did remake them, and then we had an opportunity to purchase them again, because again, it was a little bit of a mess. But they do have that figured out this time. So I will let you know as soon as those transfers come out of the vault. I have some I'm hoping for. You know, they try to bring back the most popular transfers. So there's a few that my fingers are definitely crossed for that are coming out. Like boho flowers would be just so nice if that came out of the vault. But I'll keep you posted on that. Otherwise, the only other big thing we've got coming up is we have our Zoom workshop. So if you want to create with us virtually, where we all just, to do Zoom, all you literally do, I send you a link, you click on it, it does all the work for you, and then we can see each other. And we can craft together. So if you want to join in on Zoom Girls Night In, that information is in this page as well as the VIP group. So you can take a peek at that. So that's all I got for you. Thanks so much for joining me this evening. Tomorrow is Thursday. I do have a seminar, workshop tomorrow night. So I will go live earlier because my workshop starts at 8 o'clock. So I will go live a little bit earlier, probably in the afternoon-ish, somewhere like that. And we will create tomorrow, but it will be during the day or early evening. So I'll miss you at 9. I'm done. Oh, blank. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a super great Thursday. I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everybody.